ဒီနေ့ episode မှာကြတော့လေ common verbs တွေပေါ့နော်ကိုသိပြီးသား verbs တွေကအခြား context တစ်ခုမှာနောက်ထပ် meaning ဖြစ်သွားနိုင်တဲ့ဟာလေးကိုကြည့်မှာပေါ့နော်ဟိုဘာလို့လဲဆိုတော့တခါကျရင်ကိုက vocabulary လေ့လာရတယ် reading ဖတ်တယ်စလုံးတစ်လုံးတွေ့ရတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ဒီစလုံးကကိုသိထားပြီးသား meaning မဟုတ်ဘဲနဲ့အခြား new meaning တစ်ခုဖြစ်နေတာမျိုးလည်းဖြစ်နိုင်တယ်ပေါ့နော် so look at this I couldn't get him to leave the house the usual meaning of get we know is to gain something right but here you couldn't get him to leave the house so you couldn't yes you couldn't persuade him to leave the house we are talking about persuading someone to do something for example when I say I got my sister to cook for me it means I persuaded my sister to cook for me so the meaning of get has changed look at this I finally got the car to start. So does the car start automatically or do you do something to make it start? Yes, you did something to make it start. So here as well, you're causing something to start. You make something start. We can use the word. I finally got the car to start. So pronunciation is, we put the stress on main verb. For example, I got my sister to cook for me. We put stress on cook. Cook map here one. Was that main verb. So repeat after me. I got my sister to cook for me. I got my sister to cook for me. And then we can also say, I got my car to start. I got my car to start. We can use like that. So get someone to do something is you're persuading someone or you're making something happen. Yeah. This one. We may be able to help. I'll see what Rob says. So see, the normal meaning of see that we know is seeing something, right? Like you saw your best friends or you saw a bird. But here see means I'll wait and find out what Rob says. Is that I will listen to Rob first to get advice. Yeah, so the meaning of see has changed. And look at this. It may be okay. Let's see what happens. I mean, let's wait and find out. Yeah, so the meaning of see can change depending on the context. Yeah. Here we put stress on see as well. So repeat after me. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'll see what my friend says. I'll see what my friend says. We can use like that. And this one. We must eat the grapes. They won't keep. Normally, keep means to put something in a place, right? Like I keep my books on a bookshelf or I keep my clothes in a cupboard. But here, keep means they won't. We must eat them. Because they won't last for a long time. So they won't remain fresh. Yeah. So for example, when I say the pizzas won't keep me, we have to eat it right now. Because it will be expired. Or it will go bad tomorrow. It won't remain fresh. You can use the word. It won't keep. Or they won't keep. We put the stress on won't. Because we're focusing on the negative verb. So repeat after me. They won't keep. I bought strawberries, but they won't keep. I bought strawberries, but they won't keep. You can repeat and look at this. I think he put it very well in his essay. So the normally put is like you put something in a place, right? Like I put my book on a bookshelf or I put my clothes in a cupboard, but here in his essay, so are we talking about putting things in a place or expressing ideas? Yes, expressing ideas. Like here, he put it very well in his essay. He can express his ideas, his opinion clearly in his essay. So when you express something by writing or saying, we can say like you can put it really well or I can't put it really well. For example, when I say I can't put it really well, I mean I don't know how to express using words. We can use this word. And this one. Some parents push their kids really hard. The normally push means physically push someone, right? But here, is it physically pushing them? No. So some parents push their kids. So are they encouraging or forcing them to work hard? Just it has a more like a negative sense. Like you're forcing someone, you're pressurizing them to work hard. We can use the word push someone to do something. So repeat after me. I hate it when my parents push me to work hard. Again, I hate it when my parents push me to work hard. I can't put it really well in my essay. I can't put it really well in my essay. We can use like that. We put stress on a negative word like I can't put it. Yeah. This one. We need to book a table. I leave that to you. Normally leave means leave something in a place, right? But here, I leave that to you mean who will book the table? Me or my friend? Yes, my friend will book the table. So I leave that to you mean I let you take care of it. Yeah, I let you arrange it. Yeah, we can use this word. တခါကြရင်ဒီကဘာမှလဲတွေ့လဲဆိုလေကိုကတခုခုဟိုစားစားနေပါသွားတာပစ္စည်းပါပြင်ထားပါတော့ leave it with me mean let me take care of it လို့ပြောရတယ်အတူတူပဲကွာဟိုကို it's my responsibility let me take care of it ဆိုရင် we can say leave it to me or leave it with me we can use like that yeah so ဒီမှာက it's ဆိုလေ leave နဲ့ it နဲ့ link leave it yeah so repeat after me you can leave it to me you can leave it to me you can leave it to me and if it is that we can also use that you can leave that with me you can leave that with me you can leave that with me yeah. And now look at this my watch says 10:20 what time do you make it am I talking about creating something here no normally we know make as creating something right make a cake make coffee but here what time do you make it mean what time do you think it is yeah. We are talking about for example, what time do you make it mean? What time do you think it is right now? Yeah, it's like we're asking someone to check time. So when we think what time it is, we can use the word, what time do you make it? The meaning has changed. Yeah. And this one, he bought 10 more. I make that 25 now. So maybe he already has 15. And then he buys 10 more. So it becomes 25. So I made that 25 now mean I calculate it is 25 now. So you can also use make to talk about calculation or to think what time it is. We can use this phrase. Yeah. So repeat after me. What time do you make it now? Make it, make it. Yeah. What time do you make it now? What time do you make it now? I make that 25. I make that 25. I make that 25. We can use that. I make it 25 or I make that 25. We use it when we talk about calculation in total. This one. It was the war that brought him to power. So the meaning of bring that we usually know is to bring someone to a place, right? But here, brought him to power mean. Why did he become powerful? Because of his own efforts or because of the war? Yes, because of the war. The war made him powerful. Yeah, so it caused him to reach a condition. We can use the word brought someone to something. Yeah, for example, when I say COVID-19 brought me to this career, mean I became a teacher because of COVID-19. Yeah, so we can use this word. Yeah. And look at this. What brings you here? And then you reply, I've got a meeting. So here brings mean like why do you come here? Yeah, so we can also use bring when it causes someone to reach a place. We can say what brings you here. It's the same as why do you come here? But what brings you here is more formal. So repeat after me. COVID-19 brought me to teaching career. COVID-19 brought me to teaching career. And what brings you here? What brings you here? You can use like that. And this one. I'm sure the radio comes with batteries. So comes when you buy the radio, will you get batteries for free? Yes, it means sold together. Yeah, so do you need to buy batteries as an extra? No, it's already included. Yeah, so when we talk about things sold together, like my phone comes with a charging cable, or my phone comes with Bluetooth headsets, we can use like that. Yeah, here, comes doesn't mean like coming to a place. It means sold together. Yeah, so, and this one, the chairs come in 4 different colors. I mean, how many colors do they sell? Yes, they sell in 4 different colors. So for colors, we use in. So when we talk about product designs, like product colors, we say it comes in 3 colors. It comes in 4 colors. We can use like that. Yeah. So repeat after me. My phone comes with a headset. My phone comes with a headset. My phone comes with a headset. And for comes in, if it is singular, we have the comes in. Yeah, so it comes in 3 different colors. It comes in 3 different colors. And this one. I peel 6 potatoes. Will that do? Normally do means doing something right. But here, will that do mean? Would that be enough for a dinner? You know, we are talking about like having enough quantity. You know, for example, I bought 2 boxes of pizza. Would that do mean? Would that be enough for dinner or for a party? We can also use it that way. And look at this. Would these shoes do for the wedding? So you are planning to go to the wedding, then you want to know whether these shoes, yes, are suitable or not for the wedding. So we can also use it when something is suitable. In an occasion, we can use the word do for something. So repeat after me. Would that do? We use a bit of rising tone because we're asking yes or no questions. So would that do? Would that do? And I think this dress will do for the party. I think this dress will do for the party. I think this dress will do for the party. Yeah. Now, I give you a sentence. There's a word in a sentence. For example, what do we need here? Yes, like you persuade him to do it by offering him money. So you, yes, get him to do it. Like that. I give you the sentence. You can pause the video and add a word in that sentence to make it correct. And look at this. Where? Yes, here. Product sold together or color, size, right? Product features. So these batteries come in. Yeah. And this one. We are calculating something. So yes, make it 20 together. This one. We need here. We are talking about causing people to move to this part of the coast. So, yes, brings. Yeah, fishing is singular, so we add brings. This one. Here, It's like I wait and find out. I wait and listen. So, yes, I see what they think. This one. Here. We need here. That it won't remain fresh after today. It will go bad, so it won't keep after today. It's like you can't express your ideas. So, yes, by writing, so he put them into words. Now, he can't express it. Yeah, this one. Yeah, we need here. I want to say that I've got a packet of noodles. Would that be enough? So, do you think that will do? Yeah, for 6 people. This one. I give you a dialogue. Read it very quickly and fill a word in the gaps. For example, the first one. What brought you to this part of the building? What? Yes, brings you. You have to say like that. So you can pause the video now and then do the exercise. Let's check with me. I can't black this new clock to work. I mean, you can't make this work. So I can't get this new clock to work. And it didn't sew together. So it didn't come with instructions. And okay, let me take care of it. It's my responsibility. So okay, leave it with me. And I wait and find out. So I see what I can do. Thanks. Oh, one other thing. We've run out of paper for the photocopier. There's some over there. Will that be enough? So will that do? Yeah. Now, the second dialogue. You can pause the video now. Let's check with me. What are the bookings like for this evening? We had 2 more this afternoon, so I calculate. So I make that. Okay, but we need more tables. Can I let you take care of it? So can I leave that with you? And well, I wait and find out. So I see how things go. But I may have to persuade Mario to do it. So I may have to get Mario to do it. Okay, but don't force him too hard. So don't push him too hard. He's had a very tough week. Now, we want to practice this in a question. So I give you a question with a word. We will try to use that word while we answer. I give you an example. So when you see the question, pause the video. Think about how to answer the questions and practice speaking. And then you can continue playing the video and listen to my example. You can pause now. When was the last time you got someone to do something for you? I think it was last week. I got my sister to pick up a package for me. At first, I was planning to do it on my own, but I was really busy with my classes, planning the lessons and preparing the PowerPoints. So I asked her to do it, and then she decided to help me. And I also took her out on a coffee date as a way to pay back her help. And I was really glad that I received the package within 1 or 2 hours because it was a cake. So I needed to pick up really quickly, and I was glad that she decided to help me. Do you make decisions alone or see what your friends think? For me, it depends on the type of problems. If it is something personal, I usually try to make decisions alone because I don't really want other people's opinion, and especially if it is something that I really want to do. But when it comes to big decisions like choosing a career or choosing a major, or if it is something related to big changes in my life, I just discuss it with my friends and I see what they think of my final decision. And sometimes I might also have to change my plans depending on what my friends and my family members think. What do you do when your strawberries won't keep for a long time? Well, what I normally do after buying strawberries is that, they won't keep for a long time, right? So I just try to make a strawberry smoothie by blending all of them. And then I put it in a mug and then in my refrigerator, and I freeze them. And then whenever I bake breads, or when I want to have a drink, I store them and use it as strawberry jam, or maybe as toppings on my desserts. It's really effective for me because I don't have to buy fresh strawberries again and again. Do you think we should push children to learn a foreign language at an early age? Well, I would say that I know my opinion might fly in the face of most people, but I'm of the opinion that we shouldn't really push children to take up a foreign language when they are really young. I have nephews and nieces. Their parents are always like, you need to learn English or you need to learn Chinese. So I think they are supposed to be playing with their friends. They are supposed to be doing fun things, but their daily routine is packed with things like 3 or 4 languages. And I think it's kind of a way of taking their childhood away from them. Instead of pushing them to learn a lot of information, I think it's still okay to let them do what they want and play with their friends and go to a playground and enjoy their childhood life. I mean, childhood life doesn't always have to be learning things all the time. They also need a safe space where they can grow physically and mentally. I think it's still early to learn a language when they become a teenager, because language learning doesn't depend on age. If you finished watching 3 lessons, you still have 6 lessons to revise. How many would you make it? Well, I think I would make it 9 lessons in total. And whenever I do a revision of vocabulary and grammar lessons, I always write down a list of what I have to do. And then every time I finish one, I just try to tick them. I think it's kind of satisfying because you can see how many you finished and then you can see your progress there. And I don't normally plan my daily routines, but what I normally do is I just wrote down what I finished, and because it's kind of motivating to look back and see which things I already finished, and then how I am improving and progressing in my steady life. So I think it's really effective to write down the number of lessons you have to study and then tick after you finish revision. Do you do housework on your own or leave that to other people? Well, for me, I think it depends on whether I am busy or not. Normally on the weekdays, I don't have a lot of classes, so I try to do housework on my own, like cooking or baking or cleaning up my room or something like that. But on weekends, my entire schedule is really packed with classes, and I only have like 1 or 2 hours to have lunch or to have a shower. So I usually leave that to my mom and my sister to take care of all the house chores. Which events bring you to your current workplace or your current school? Well, for me, I think a lot of events bring me to my current career, which is teaching. Because I wasn't originally from this field. I was working in another area, and then COVID-19 happened, and I decided to switch careers, and then I had to reinvent myself as a teacher in a new industry. And also, what I think my first experience at a company was really satisfying, and I got to meet with amazing coworkers, and I worked together with them to create and plan lessons, which kind of makes me more enthusiastic for this career. And then that's why I decided to set up my own business. And I think a lot of events like meeting good people, COVID-19, and also having opportunities to communicate with good students brought me to this time in my life. iPhones do not come with original charging cables. What's your opinion on that? Well, I think it's a bit uncomfortable for me. It was uncomfortable for me at first because, when you buy other phone brands like Samsung or other brands, you don't really need to buy original charging cables, right? It's already there. But I remember when I bought my very first iPhone, there wasn't any charging cables. But luckily, I already had an iPad and a cable, and so I didn't need to buy another charging cable. But I still think that they should provide a charging cable for phone models because most people won't have an iPad or other devices prior to buying an iPhone. But on the other hand, I think there's also something beneficial, especially it can be eco-friendly to leave out those charging cables because I have a lot of devices like Bluetooth headphones and like phones, tablets, and I as long as I remember I have like over 10 different charging cables for each device, and actually I didn't actually need that. So instead of having too many charging cables, it would be better to have just one universal charging cable that can be used with any device. So I think it would also be good for the environment. So although it might not be comfortable for users, it is still environmentally beneficial to some extent. You bought 8 cake slices for dinner with your friends. Do you think these will do for dessert? Well, I think 8 cake slices will do for dinner with my friends because, we usually share our food with them whenever we hang out at a restaurant or whenever we have dinner at home. Yeah, so even having like 4 or 5 cake slices will be enough because it's more about having quality conversations with them than what kind of food we are having. So I think it will be enough, even when we have 4 or 5 slices.